You own nothing. The legal loophole that lets banks seize your stocks. 1. What you think you own. When you look at your brokerage account and see your stocks, it looks like you own them. But legally, you don't. Under UCC Article 8, you only have a security entitlement, not true ownership. The real owner is a company called Seed and Company, linked to the DTCC, which holds nearly every stock in America in its name. So what does that actually mean? You have a right to benefits, but not to the property itself. Footnote: your brokerage shows you a claim, not direct ownership of a stock. 2. Why this becomes a problem. In normal times, this system feels safe. But when a financial system starts breaking, ownership matters. America faces huge risks: high debt, unstable banks, falling real estate values, and a massive derivatives bubble. In a crisis, property rights decide who keeps assets. Since you're only a beneficial owner, you fall to the bottom of the line. So what does that actually mean? If your broker fails, you stand behind big banks, creditors, and the bankruptcy system. Footnote: in a collapse, claims lose value because true owners get paid first. 3. How banks use your shares. The system allows banks and brokers to reuse your shares as collateral again and again. This process, called rehypothecation, lets them pledge the same stock for multiple loans. When everything works, you never notice. But when loans fail, the collateral chain breaks. Your shares become part of the mess because they were never really yours. So what does that actually mean? Your asset is counted on many balance sheets, and you're the last one protected. Footnote: your shares are used in loan chains that create major financial risk. 4. The hidden bail-in system. Modern laws allow failing banks to take customer assets to save themselves. This happened in Europe and is already written into U.S. law today. If a major bank fails in 2026, your security entitlement can legally be used to pay the bank's creditors. You become an unsecured creditor in bankruptcy court. So what does that actually mean? Your stocks can be taken to rescue the system, even if you did nothing wrong. Footnote: bail-in laws allow banks to use customer assets during a failure. 5. How to take back ownership. There is one legal way to hold true ownership of your stocks: the Direct Registration System, DRS. DRS removes your shares from the DTCC and puts them directly in your name through a company's transfer agent. Once this happens, your shares are not part of the broker's estate and cannot be seized in a bankruptcy. So what does that actually mean? DRS turns your stock from a claim into actual personal property. Footnote: direct registration gives you legal title that cannot be taken in a brokerage collapse. 6. Assets that cannot be seized. Some assets exist outside the banking system and cannot be bailed in. Physical gold, land with a clear title, Bitcoin held in self-custody. These assets do not depend on intermediaries. They cannot be rehypothecated, frozen, or deleted in a crisis. So what does that actually mean? If you control the asset directly, no institution can use it to pay their debts. Footnote: directly held hard assets avoid the risks created by financial intermediaries. 7. Why you must act now. During a crisis, brokers freeze transfers. Once that happens, you lose the chance to move your stocks into your own name. Every sign suggests the system is weakening: rising defaults, unrealized losses in banks, and heavy leverage across markets. When the next crash hits, claims will not protect you. Only ownership will. So what does that actually mean? You cannot wait until the crisis begins. By then, the door is locked. Footnote: protecting assets early is the only way to avoid bankruptcy risk.